Welcome back to Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and the Batman movie, starring Robert Pattinson as a younger Bruce Wayne, directed by Matt Reeves, is set to redefine the brand at this weekend's DC FanDome, with major updates about the mysterious plot, the villain, and whether Pattinson's take on the Dark Knight leans more toward Team Edward or Team 19th Century Lighthouse Keeper.
You goddamn farts! You goddamn farts!
With more and more updates coming out about this film, I think we can actually piece together what the story might look like when it comes out on its new release date of October 1st, 2021. Spoiler warning in case you don't want to know. Okay, chill out. Okay, ahead of updates from DC's August FanDome panel, reports from the movie screenwriter Matt Tomlin promise that Matt Reeves' vision for this film will, quote, blow everyone away. That's some high praise from the guy who also had a hand in crafting this vision and the plot. But hey, it's nice when showbiz types like working together, right? Earlier this year, Reeves released some early test footage and imagery showing Robert Pattinson in the Batsuit and the cowl, with an interesting chest emblem that looks like it could be detachable weapons like retractable blades with sharpened edges and handles that look like they could be the split handle of a handgun. And yes, I took the time to construct these to prove how they would work. Stop judging me. In that early test footage, we heard composer Michael Giacchino's new completed Batman score that he made for this film. Sounds awesome. Reeves also released fuller images of Pattinson Batman with his new Batmobile, a muscle car with an exposed back engine. And then there were some leaked set photos and videos showing stunt performer stand-ins for Batman with a bulkier padded stunt version of the Batsuit. And we think Selina Kyle with Batman riding this movie's Bat Cycle. Here you can see his Batsuit in daylight. He's wearing gauntlets with quill-like projectiles and perhaps nozzles for those visible under the wrists. Now, they were shooting this scene at a cemetery in Glasgow, Scotland, and reports have suggested that the movie will resume production in the UK in a matter of days. So it's not clear how much the movie they've shot, but Zoe Kravitz has indicated that she has suited up in the Catwoman suit after Michelle Pfeiffer's iconic stylized stitched-together cat suit for Tim Burton's Batman Returns, and Anne Hathaway's more functional goggles-turned-kitty headband and Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises, goggles that would have had zero peripheral vision. Fans are hoping that Kravitz's costume will have a hint of the purple from Catwoman's look in The Long Halloween, the comic storyline this movie is said to be inspired from. A good amount of indoor scenes have also been shot based on another leaked set photo. Spoiler warning, the studio definitely didn't want people to see this, though I would say it brings up more questions than answers. A mystery character with his head wrapped in tape or cellophane, a spike driven through the head, and written over it, "No more lies." So along with Kravitz as Selina Kyle, Paul Dano will be playing Edward Nashton, this movie's Riddler. Colin Farrell is playing Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin. John Turturro as Gotham crime boss Carmine Falcone. Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon, perhaps also the front man for a Gotham Central series HBO is developing, which is set in this universe. Peter Sarsgaard as District Attorney Gil Colson, and Jamie Lawson as mayoral candidate Bella Real. Elliot Warren also indicated he was joining the cast. Some believe he could be playing the Batman villain Firefly. And of course, Andy Serkis is playing Alfred Pennyworth, and he indicated this movie's story will be more Bruce and Alfred focused. Now, Reeves has also said that the story won't be a year one Batman story. This is a Batman who's been around the block before, thus his already assembled suit, and when it comes to his experience level, please ignore his bike handling skills, and that Matt Reeves wants this year two Batman story to evoke classic noir mysteries like Chinatown. With all of this, I think we have a pretty good idea of what this plot might actually look like, and how it could set up the sequels that this Reeves Batman movie is expected to have. But before we continue, thanks to Bang Energy for sponsoring this video. Every can of Bang is 16 ounces. It contains 300 milligrams of caffeine. It's sugar-free and has 0 calories, yet it tastes great. There's over 20 different flavors to choose from. One of those flavors is black cherry vanilla. Yeah, boy. It's my favorite flavor. If you love cherry, if you love vanilla, and you have a darkness inside your soul, this is the drink for you, because it'll totally energize that emo side of you. Check out Bang on Instagram. You can get 25% off your order when you go to bangenergy.com and use the code NEWROCKSTARS25. There you can buy cans of Bang Energy, including their sweet tea and keto coffee flavors. You can also get clothing, fitness supplements, all kinds of stuff to be your best bang self. Thanks again to Bang Energy for sponsoring this video. Get 25% off at bangenergy.com using the code NewRockstars25. Bang. Okay, so I actually think the movie's gonna open with Tapehead. This will be the horrific crime scene that the world's greatest detective has to investigate. In past videos, I've speculated that the taped up head could be the calling card of a Batman villain like Hush, or maybe even Professor Pig. But that "no more lies" inscription is obviously the big mystery here, the enigma that'll keep Batman tugging at the cord until he arrives at the dark, dark truth. I think what we're looking at here, folks, is a riddle left by the man who committed this crime, Edward Nashton. Does that make him the villain? Well, not so fast, because what's his motive? No more lies suggests we're looking at a victim expected to be honest and trustworthy in his career, but someone whose lies have devastating consequences, like a media figure or a political leader. Reports have suggested that there will be a subplot surrounding a mayoral campaign, and I think the victim here is the man whose death triggered that special election, the corrupt ex-mayor of Gotham City. Running to replace him will be Bella Real. But she needs an opponent, someone to represent the Gotham establishment, a wealthy Gothamite with a history of running for mayor of Gotham, Oswald Cobblepot. Now, Batman's investigation will unravel how the previous mayor's murder intertwines with the ongoing interests of Gotham's elite, represented by Cobblepot and others like Carmine Falcone. Nashton could be a kind of whistleblower who kills off these elites one by one, leaving riddles behind, hoping someone will expose the true conspiracy, a shadowy cabal of power players actually running the city for centuries, known as the Court of Owls. Now, some of you may be scratching your head thinking, oh, here comes Voss with his weird bird obsession. True, I do love birds. They're absurd feather clowns who defy gravity and shit eggs. But comic readers recognize the Court of Owls as the dark cult we have been wanting to see in a movie for years. And with Selina Kyle joining Batman in this investigation, I think among the dark enterprises of the Court of Owls is human trafficking, sexual slavery, creepy parties, you know, Epstein shit. This will be Selina's crusade that she's fighting against, and she and Batman will need each other's resources and connections, following the breadcrumb trail of riddles left behind by Nashton, from crime scenes maybe to other defaced corpses, to blow this conspiracy wide open, topple cobble, and set up a sequel where Batman will confront the Court of Owls more directly. Among the set photos in the Glasgow area was a billboard reading, "Gotham Renewal Corporation investing in our future Gotham orphanage." I'm sorry to keep calling this out, but it's super weird to advertise, hey, we got kids with no parents over here. And the weirdness of that makes me believe that this could be a front by the Court of Owls, a seemingly philanthropic effort to support Cobblepot's campaign, but really an insidious cover for a child human trafficking operation. That, along with casting reports looking for circus performers, could be how this movie could end with Bruce meeting teenage orphan Richard Grayson, rescued from a hopefully liberated Gotham orphan system and set up to join a crime-fighting partnership who makes certain no child of Gotham is ever left in the dark. We're in the middle of DC week here at New Rockstars, and we will be covering all the big reveals from DC FanDome. Join this nerdy discussion though on our Discord server by becoming a patron at patreon.com/newrockstars. Follow me on Instagram at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars, subscribe, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you know right when our deep dives into the new footage from the Batman come out. Not be just sitting around, holed up in your own farts.
God damn it!